scent of fear, the silence of the night. A shadow moves through the darkness, an unstoppable force with jaws of steel and a mind wired for one purpose: the mission. When the stakes are life and death, when only the elite will do, two dogs stand above all others. On one side, the lean, explosive Belgian Malinois, the chosen K-9 of the world's most elite military forces. On the other, the gritty, robust Dutch Shepherd, the handler's dog, known for its unwavering tenacity. They are often confused. They are rarely equal. The question isn't if they are elite. The question is, which one deserves the title of the superior K-9?
To answer that, we must first look at the blueprint. The physical difference between the Malinois and the Dutch Shepherd is subtle, yet critical. The Malinois is built for speed. They are typically lighter, with a more angular, almost elegant athleticism. Every muscle is toned for explosive action. Their coat is short, hard, and functional, primarily fawn or mahogany with that unmistakable black mask. This is the look of a pure, highly tuned athlete. Now, shift your focus to the Dutch Shepherd. Immediately, you see the difference. While similar in height, the Dutchie often carries more heft. They're built square, with a slightly more robust frame, engineered for endurance over a long patrol. But the defining trait is the brindle. That unique coat pattern, tiger stripes of gold and black, is their fingerprint. And they come in short, long, or wire hair, adapting them to any environment. While the Malinois might have the edge in a sprint, the Dutch Shepherd's hardiness gives it the edge in sheer toughness and environmental tolerance. Point 1. A physical tie, depending on the role.
The physical traits are secondary to what truly matters in a canine: the mind. Both are relentless, but their drive manifests differently. The Malinois is known for what handlers call the Maligator. They have a prey drive that borders on an obsession. For a Malinois, work is not an option, it is a necessity. This intensity is what makes them phenomenal, but it's also their weakness. This hyperfocus means they require a handler who is just as intense, who can manage that boundless energy. They thrive on constant, high-level mental stimulation. Without it, that intensity turns inward, manifesting as destructive behavior or anxiety. The Dutch Shepherd possesses the same towering intelligence, but with a different filter. They are often described as being more clear-headed or stable. This is the dog that can switch from 100% working intensity to calm companion slightly more easily. They retain the Malinois' drive, but often couple it with a robust emotional stability. Handlers often argue the Dutchie has a higher pain tolerance and is less environmentally sensitive, shrugging off distractions that might momentarily trip up a Malinois. In this critical area, the choice depends on the mission. The Malinois is the surgical strike. The Dutch Shepherd is the all-weather patrol. Now let's look at the battlefield. Where do they truly shine? The Malinois' reputation in the Special Forces is well-earned. Their light frame means they can be carried, airlifted, or deployed rapidly without significant impact on the team. Their unparalleled quickness makes them superior in perimeter security and rapid deployment scenarios, where milliseconds count. But when the job is tough, the environment is harsh, and the need is for a dog that simply will not quit, the Dutch Shepherd shines. In the protection sports like KNPV, the Dutch Shepherd often shows a level of hardness that is legendary. They take pressure and keep driving forward. This tenacity makes them exceptional at apprehension and long-duration patrols. They are the marathon runners of the canine world. This is the critical difference. One is specialized for explosive speed, the other for sheer, unbreakable resolve. And if you're finding this deep dive into canine excellence fascinating, make sure you hit that like button right now. Every like tells us to keep bringing you this elite content. In detection work, bomb or narcotic searches, both breeds are exceptional. Their drive for the reward makes them tireless seekers. However, some trainers note that the Malinois' high intensity can sometimes lead to slightly quicker frustration in prolonged, fruitless searches. The Dutch Shepherd, often possessing a slightly higher environmental stability, can sometimes maintain that focused, methodical search pattern longer. Ultimately, their success in this field is less about the breed and more about the dedication of the handler and the individual dog's nerves.
The demands on these dogs are immense, and that intensity comes with a physical price. Both breeds are generally healthy, sharing a lifespan of around 12 to 14 years. But they are prone to issues typical of active, medium to large dogs. Hip and elbow dysplasia are primary concerns, often managed through careful breeding and joint supplements, especially given their constant jumping and high-impact work. The Malinois is also famous for a high incidence of broken teeth and soft tissue injuries due to their extreme commitment during bite work. They just don't quit even when injured. Maintenance differs slightly based on the Dutch Shepherd's coat type. The short-haired Malinois is wash and go. If you get a long-haired or wire-haired Dutch Shepherd, be prepared for increased grooming demands to prevent matting and maintain the coat's integrity. But regardless of the breed, the mental maintenance is non-negotiable. An under-exercised Malinois or Dutchie is a guaranteed recipe for chaos and destruction. You're not just getting a dog, you are adopting a full-time job, and this commitment is what separates the elite handler from the rest.
The question remains, Malinois versus Dutch Shepherd, the superior K-9? In the end, the dog is only a reflection of his handler. The Malinois demands an explosive, dedicated, and highly structured leader. The Dutch Shepherd often allows for a slightly more versatile, though equally firm approach, requiring a handler who appreciates resilience and versatility. If the mission demands maximum explosive speed and agility for a specific task, the answer is often the Malinois. If the mission demands a rugged, mentally tough, and clear-headed all-rounder capable of sustained pressure, the answer is the Dutch Shepherd. They are both apex predators, elite working dogs, separated not by superiority, but by specialization. Choosing the right breed means understanding the job. Choosing the right dog means understanding the drive. We've just settled one of the toughest debates in the canine world. But what do you think? If you favor the Malinois' sheer intensity, hit that hype button and let us know. If you think the Dutch Shepherd's all-weather stability makes it the true champion, comment below with the hashtag #TeamDutchie. And to become a part of the most dedicated K9 community online, be sure to subscribe and join the CanineCine community. Every week, we break down the science and the struggle behind the world's most elite dogs. Don't miss the next deep dive.